Hi, what's going on guys? For today's video, we're gonna do this car on the CRB 2015. So the problem with this car, there's a huge leak here on the driver's side. Axle shop seal leaking. So as you can see here, leaking around the axle. So first thing we need to do is remove the tire from the driver's side. Then we're gonna spray penetrating fluid on the axle nut and the bolt from the strut. Then I rotate the knuckle so I get access from the bolt from the brake caliper bracket. So we're gonna remove these two bolts using 19mm. Then we can fold the caliper and using the hanger secure the brake caliper. So I rotate the knuckle again to remove the axle nut here and the two bolt from the strut. There's one here on the top and one on the bottom. So I mark here, so I'm not gonna do the alignment after doing this job. I use a hammer to remove the two bolts, then push it a little bit to separate the axle from the strut. So guys, my mistake here, I didn't remove the ABS sensor, that's why it's broke. So as you can see here, the wiring harness from the ABS sensor is broke. So make sure guys, if you're gonna do this, remove the ABS sensor first, then remove the axle from the knuckle, then using the pry bar separate the axle shaft from the transmission. So there you go, it's out already, but I'm trying to remove by hand, but it's hard, so I use the pry bar again to take it out the axle shaft all the way out. Now the axle is all the way out, I can remove it here outside. There you go, so I can remove it now. So next step is we can remove the axle shaft seal. So be careful guys to remove this axle shaft seal. Make sure you don't scratch the surface here. There you go, it's out already. Then I use a rag and brake fluid to clean this area. Make sure guys, if you're gonna do the seal here, make sure this thing here is very clean. Make sure it's very clean before you put the axle seal. So as you can see here, I double check the groove here, so when I put the axle seal, I'm not gonna get any problem. So now I'm gonna put the new axle seal. Try pushing by hand first before you use any tools to push the seal. So I use a 3/8 extension here to push the seal. I tap it a little bit side by side. Side by side the seal. Make sure guys, the seal is going inside but don't push it all the way in. If you're gonna push the seal all the way in, promise guys, it will be leak. So make sure guys the seal is even on the surface of on the outside of the transmission. So I really make sure this one is even and even on the surface. I think it's a little bit more, so I tap it a little bit more. So there's a special tools here to put the seal, but I didn't use the special tools because it's too far, and the special tools I cannot reach it with the special tools, so I use the extension to push the seal. Now I'm gonna put the axle. Make sure guys, before you putting the axle, you clean the shaft first, then just push it like this so it's going inside until you hear the click noise. Make sure guys it's all the way in. So I'm gonna show it to you. The seal, the axle shaft is going all the way in. There, it's in already. Then I trying to put everything back, the axle shaft and the bolt. So I use a flathead screwdriver here first to align that all from the strut. Then I'm gonna put the bolt from the strut. I use hammer to put the bolt in. Same thing on the top bolt. Then we can put the nut and tight it. It's up to you guys if you're gonna torque this bolt or not. And then put the brake caliper back and the bolt. Just torque the brake bolt 75 foot-pound. And the axle nut to 120 foot-pound. So I use a flathead screwdriver here, so when I torque the nut, it's not turning while I'm tightening the axle nut. Then luckily I do something on the ABS sensor and it's worked properly. Then put the tire back. Make sure guys, double check the transmission fluid and drive the car, and check the axle shaft seal if leaking or not. And have a good day guys. See you on the next one. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.